All righty. Welcome. I'm going to move this up here. We're going to start standing today, and then we'll get down to the ground. There we go. So, hello, and this is Earth Day, and so I thought we would just start connected to the earth. Start standing. Have your feet firmly onto your mat, and make sure every toe is intact with the ground. All four sides of your feet, so it's four sides because we count the back of the heel as a side. Press the shoulders down. Have the hands open. Hips press a little bit forward. Sometimes we tend to sometimes be a little sway back. That's also a fashion look, but we're not into that. So press a little bit forward so you're pushing. You'll feel immediately some tension, which we want, some abdominal tension in the front. And I would have my feet a little bit apart, maybe a fist difference. You can have yours wider, whatever, because we're going to close our eyes, and this is where we're going to start turning into ourselves. Remember, keep those shoulders down. Our shoulders tend to grow up, and we want to be strong and relaxed, pushing them down. Close your eyes. You can always open them if you get dizzy. One of the techniques to do, should you feel uncomfortable standing with your closed eyes, is as we breathe, breathe up into the third eye. So literally, you in your mind are taking that breath in and picturing that spot above the eyes in the middle of the brow. Let's try it. We're going to inhale to 4 and exhale to 6. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Focus on the brow. And then let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This time, when we get up there with our inhale to the middle of the brow, we're going to hold it a little longer. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're there. You're focused, middle of the brow. And then release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take 2 more breaths yourself using the same technique of breathing up and into the brow. Close this window. Then you can either open your eyes or keep them closed, whatever feels comfortable for you. And let your chin come to the chest, still keeping those shoulders down. And then bring it up and let your head fall back, opening up the lips. Bring the head up. Let the chin come forward again, and then let it trace along the right collarbone. Of course, your chin probably isn't touching on your collarbone. It may or may not. Mine certainly can. And just take your head over, chin over to the right. Draw a circle in front of your face with that chin or with your nose, whatever visual you want. Bringing it back over. Chin traces along the left, back to the center. Going the other way. Take it over to the left. Come up, all around. And down. And then let's look up. Rock a little bit back and forth on your feet, stabilizing yourself. Using our root chakra connection to the earth, something solid, something real. And then bringing the arms up. Let's connect up here. Stretch up and exhale. You're going to bring yourself down to the ground, down to straight down. Your knees can be bent. I just want you to make that connection, hands to the ground. And then start to bring your seat down to the mat. I'll move this. Coming all the way down, and we're going to stretch out and lie back. So lying back will replicate what we just did standing. You're on your back and see how it feels. You'll know if you're arching too much. That's that arch you might do standing instead of pressing a little bit forward with the pelvis. We still want the space underneath the lower spine, but we don't want the arch, not at this moment. So you're relaxing the middle of your back down. Hands are open. And then let's pull the right knee into the chest and straighten it up. Foot is flexed. Take your hands out to the side and open the leg to the side as much as you're able to go. If you have a block, you might want to rest it on that block. You might want to be using your strap, whatever is good for your practice. And then let's bring it back up, and we'll do it 3 more times, tapping down or over and up and over, up. Last one. Over, up, and then all the way across. Bring it down, can be on your block, can hold it, and then take it up again and let it float down. The left leg rises up, flexing, out to the side. So the first movement makes the pattern. Movement is one of the languages of the brain. So bring it up. Now you've told your body what you want it to do, and we'll do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Bringing it up, and then just a bit across. Feel it pull. I don't want it to be uncomfortable. Take it up and bring it down. Point the toes. Bring your hands up over your head. Long body stretch. And then the opposite of that is that contraction, bringing the knees into the body. Put your hands on the knees and let's open up the hips. So stir outward. And then go the other way. Bringing the left foot down, let's put the right ankle over the knee for the sciatic stretch. So first, get your placement, make sure both shoulder blades are back there on the mat. Reach through and pull in towards your chest. Remember, the movement might appear static, but we're always developing it, and we're always breathing. Now let's straighten up that leg. Bring the hands out to the side, and slowly bring it down, and then take it back up. Bend it, release your right leg. Both knees fall to the right and you stretch out your top leg. Bring it back in and come on back up. Left ankle over the right knee. Reach in and pull it into the chest. Straighten it up. Arms come out. And let it go down. And bring it back up. And bend it. If you felt I didn't give you enough time in the sciatic stretch on the left, let's just pull it in for a moment here to take another long inhale. And then the exhale. And now put the foot down, arms are out, both knees are off, and let them fall to the left and straighten out your top leg. Coming back in and up. Coming into bridge. Let's first lift the hips and only the right arm is coming up. And then down. Now with the left. Reaching up. And down. And now both. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Pull the knees in once again, holding here. And we're coming to seated. One of the ways to roll up is to cross and then get a little momentum so that you come into your seated position here. Up closer to you. Bring your arms up. So let's lift the space around us, our blessed space that we need so much just around our body, the air, and then pull your hands right down to heart center. Press to the right, you look to the left. Press to the left, you look to the right. Intertwine and press out. And up. Over, release, and relax down, and up, and over. Once more. Over and up. Bringing the arms up, flip them, and press up over to the left. Try and keep the arms straight here. And then release that left arm down, and let's go over and up. Oops. And come over and up. Hands on the knees, and we're going to curl from inside, curling and straightening. Curl and straighten. Let's take the cellular breath now. And that's where we're deepening the amount of time we can hold our breath. And we're at the same time bathing the organs here that we don't often get enough oxygen in for. Let's take the inside leg out for now. And first, just bring the arms up, straighten up, and then bend back, stretching out underneath those arms. And then bring it up. Now, as I'm telling the locks, try yourself and count to 10 as seconds, like 1001, 1002, And just see how many seconds you're holding your breath as you engage the 3 locks, bringing your head down. I'll give the cues. So let's take our breath in here. Inhale, and this is where you start. And opening up your arms. Lock the air in, chin to chest, thumbs down. Bring it around behind your back. Pull back. So you make a lot of space here when you're pulling back those arms. Pulling back. Now engage the abdominal lock. That's the belly button, pulls in and out. And then as you're coming forward, you're engaging the pelvic lock. So that's like you squeeze those Kegel muscles, those muscles when you're going to have to go to the bathroom and you're holding it in and you're tightening your glutes at the same time. Seeing how long you're holding your breath, bring the top of your head down toward your mat. Finally, now, you can't hold any more breath. Start letting it out slowly, not a gasp, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. All the way up, and your shoulders are relaxed down. And we'll inhale them up and exhale them down. Very important to keep the shoulder joint mobile. Inhale and exhale. Because it is the most mobile joint in the body, but it often gets abused. So we want to be in control of the mobility. Not too much, not too little. We'll loop forward and then go backwards. Bring your arms up again for a side twist. Inhale up, twist. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Sit tall. Only your neck and head is moving to look over the left. Find this spot to look at, and then let your gaze shift to the right. And once it's there, raise your right arm so you see it right in the corner of your eye, the periphery of your gaze, and then thread it underneath and bring your shoulder down. And then come up, grab a hold of both elbows, and bring them up behind the head, over, around, and up. Release the arms, and the right hand comes down, the left hand's behind you, looking over your shoulder. Turning the head to look over the right. Shift your gaze to look to the left. Keep looking until you see that left arm rise and thread it underneath. Come up. Once again, grab the elbows, making that picture frame, and take it over, around, and up. And then release down. Let's do a Z pose. So the Z pose, we'll start with the right leg in front. The left one is in back, and you're seated. So here's Z pose. Once you get there, you want to shift a little back and forth, finding that area in the sits bones where you can have some comfort. Your back leg can be out if that feels better for you. It can be tucked in. It's the Z that we're making for our own bodies. So we're here. Turning around. And then we'll twist to the right. And then twist to the left. Left arm with momentum, we're coming onto the shins to raise up. So inhale up, press your hips forward, and exhale down. 2 more. The same way. One of the reasons we sometimes do things in threes is 3 is like a magical number. It's harmony, wisdom, and understanding, and sometimes it's a symbol of birth, life, death. There are many things it's become. 3 is a number the angles of the triangle. It's an ancient number that has magic to it. So we do 3 of these. And hopefully while I was talking, you did 1 of them. Now come forward, bending over your front knee, and see if you can stretch the back leg out into pigeon pose. So what we have done is you're in your Z, you bend forward, the hip has come up, and then stretch out your leg, knees down, and you find yourself in your pigeon pose. And let's breathe here. Keeping the feet flexed, the front foot especially to protect your knee. And then come up, and the back leg comes around in front with a spinal twist. Right arm up, outside the knee, turn, and maybe start thinking about bringing this right hand down towards that front foot. It's pressing against, it's isometric. You're pressing the arm and you're pressing the leg. If it doesn't go there, just keep staying up here, and then one day you'll find the hand goes down. And then release that, and let's have one knee over the other, cow's head. The different use of the hips, sometimes we have them out, sometimes we have them crossed. Right arm comes up close to the head, left arm comes around to reach that hand. And release, sit back, shake out the legs. Taking the other side, the same idea. The Z pose, left leg in, right leg back. Shift a little here. Let's twist and look left, twist and look right. And then we'll come up onto our shins. Inhale, left and down 3 times. Lifting and lifting. After that, we're going to come forward. I like to bring my foot out a little more, making this parallel to the front of the mat. And I'm walking my right leg back till it's right out of the hip joint, straight down, knees down, and I'm already here in resting pigeon. Coming up, bring it around with a spinal twist. Left arm up, outside the knee. This is a connection here. And you're always pressing one thing against the other. So I push here so that I can make that turn, that twist to look over my right shoulder. While I keep pushing, that's when I can take the hand down. Now, you might think yours will never touch that foot, but you'll be surprised. It's a little movement. You can touch the foot and stay twisted. Keep it up. And then come front and let one knee come over the other. You might put a block between it. You might have a block on the top. Your legs could be far apart. It's all good. Eventually, over time, things come down. And if they don't, the pose is still yours. Let's bring that left arm up close to the head. You can bring it in, and the right arm around. Nice open shoulders stretch here. And then release. Back and release the legs. Let's come into a reverse table to erase any strain we've made in our body. So knees are up, fingers point towards your hips, and lift yourself up. Bring your hips down. Keep your hands there. Straighten the legs for both. Each pose counters the other. Bring the feet down. Once again, magic number 3. We'll do it 3 times. Lift up. Coming down. And raise. Or keep them bent, whatever you like. Last one. Lifting up. Coming down. And release the hands for the balance. Holding them down. And let's come on to all fours. Spreading the fingers. And this time, let's try something where we bring our feet curled under to the sides of the mat and keep the knees right under the hips. And then let your belly drop. Inhale up. And then as you exhale, you round the back, lift up, and you'll find yourself in a wide-legged downward facing dog. And the knees will be right over the feet in the right spot. Let's go down again. Bring them down. So I'll go this way so you can see what I'm doing with the knees. They're in a bit and the feet are out. Cat-cow. Inhale up. Exhale, pressing out. Wide downward facing dog. Come back down. Inhale. And press up. Exhale wide. So you can push back, pushing your hips against an invisible wall. Walk your hands in a bit. Left hand stays out under the face so you can lift up the right. Take the hand down, lift up the left. Hands down, walk forward, bring your knees down, and this time in the conventional knees right under the hips. And we'll straighten the right leg out and pull it in and then kick it up. Pull it in, straight, in, up. In, straight, in, up. In, straight, in, up. And reach for the foot, the ankle. And put it down. Take the left leg out. Pull it in. Straight out. Pull it in and up. In, out, in, up. In, out, in, up, in, out, in, up. And with your right hand, reach back for the ankle. Let it come down and shift your hips side to side. Stretch out the right leg and turn to the side for side gate. Toes are forward, you're on your shin. And the arm comes over the head, over the ear, opening up everything along the side here. Spin your shin to the back of the room, and we'll take a back bend. Push your hips forward and release back. Same thing with the other leg. Straighten out the left, turn to the side. Pulling your arm up and then over the head. Spin your shin, press those hips forward, and open up your back bend. Coming back down to all fours. Take a breath here. Coming to standing, curling the toes under. Press back, lift your knees, and the head is down, downward facing dog. Head off here. Look to your hands and walk up. Hang a bit here. All ragdoll loose. Press out, flat back, and inhale yourself up. Let's go into Temple Mudra. Inhaling up, pointing upward and over. Inhale up into the other side. Inhale up, small back bend, and release, bringing the arms into the center. We'll do a little sequence, a water sequence, a water salute. Water is an element, and we're observing Earth Day, and water is also representative of all the fluids within our bodies. So the movement will go very simple, and I'll cue you and I'll show you the breaths. So our first breath is the inhale up. Our second breath, exhale down. Inhale up to bring the knee down to the exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Let's do it together with the left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Right back down. Exhale. Right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one coming down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Part of these flows is that you're so taken up with the breath, which is the only language then in your mind, that the body moves automatically. The flow becomes automatic, and it becomes a form of meditation or a form of language quieting the mind. Let's come into tree pose. Tree is the rooted pose. Tree is the pose of Earth Day. So we're going to first do the regular tree pose, this, and we're going to cross it over and bend into our chair tree pose or figure 4 tree pose. So let's start. Inhale up, exhale into your tree. And you can grow and bloom. Start to bring it above the knee, ankle over knee, bend into chair. So the spine is straight, you're bending back. To come out of this, you're going to stand up, keeping that figure 4, and then release down and take yourself side by side. Left leg. Inhale and exhale. And don't push against your knee. You can have your foot low, you can have your toe tap, whatever you want. Ready to cross over and bend. So you have to be above your knees so you can make this bend into your chair. Start to rise up. Release. Side to side. Okay, one final thing before Shavasana. Let's put the legs out into fierce angle. So the toes are out to the side. Goalpost arms. And we press down. And then press up. Press down again. Right elbow towards the thigh. And up. Left and up. Straighten up. Bring the toes forward. Hands around the back. Open up the heart. Lift up the chest and let's come forward. Hands up over the head. Head is down. Relax the arms down your back to the ground. Wide squat. Come down. Pressing your hands back. Wide squat here. Shift, shift. Bring your butt down. Bring the feet together. And maybe stretch one out. Stretch the other. And lift out. Let's bring the feet back down together. Keeping them together, we're going to lie back into Shavasana. Soles of the feet stay together as we take one long inhale. And then another exhale. Breathing in. And on your exhale, straighten out the legs. Let them flop open. Nothing more to do. Nothing to think about. Simply inhaling and exhaling. Take a long, deep inhale and let it go. With your next inhale, bring your thumb and first finger together for the root chakra, helping you to feel connected to the earth. And then as you breathe in and out, take your thumb to your middle finger for patience. And then to the ring finger for energy, stability, and self-confidence. And then let that thumb travel to the tip of the pinky finger for intuition and feeling. As you inhale, touch the tips of each of your fingers and then exhale out. And then do it again, touching them and saying, I am at peace. One more time. I am good enough. Start to bring the feet up. And let's keep the calm coolness we've developed right now by turning to the left side and resting here for a moment. Mimicking your birth, when everyone was momentarily in that fetal position. So you're born fresh after each yoga class. It's the philosophy. Bring yourself up. Coming into seated in position. Hands come in. Gather and thank yourself. Stretch them out to others. Open up your arms, all the space, the world. Take in all that energy, inhaling up and exhaling down. Once again, into yourself, out to others. Open up, gather, reach up, something greater than ourselves, and pull down. From the divine in me to the divine in you. Thank you for joining me. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you.